everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Why would you do that, babe?
Why would you do that, babe? What I did?
Why are you mimicking me?
See that sweet voice? Why are you mimicking me?
Okay, guys. Hi, everyone. How are you doing? This is To Love Again. We are very excited. Again, I just want to express this is our weekend together because we hadn't seen each other in 5 weeks. So when we together, we make sure we put some content together. We're thinking of other ways to try to do some videos together. We kind of got something, but we need to work out some other ministry stuff that we're doing. But we wanted to get on here and talk about dating while broken. This is not going to be a long, extended video, but it's going to be good enough data and information for people. So, babe, how do you feel about dating while broken?
Well, there are different levels of broken. And the weird thing about, the human heart, emotions, and that kind of stuff is that it takes time to heal. However, you have to want to heal. So, if you're in a position where you want to heal and you begin to mend, but you're still broken, sometimes that new love can actually help you to heal. Now, some people agree with that, some people don't. But I believe that you have to be in a position to want to heal and leave the past behind. See, once you're ready to leave your past behind, then what's in front of you can help you to move along to what it is that God has for you. And then the most important thing is that you got to check to see where you are and where you're going. It's God ordained. Because if it's God ordained, then it will definitely assist you in the healing if you continue to be obedient to the Word of God. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are, it aligns to yours. Oftentimes, I think people, when they hear the word broken, they think like something's unusable or not, welcome to a good path in life, or something good couldn't happen when you're in a broken state. And oftentimes, I think that broken means that you're in a place of being repaired. And I think of broken also acknowledging that you're broken is the first step of getting to repairing.
Great point.
And so for me, I think dating while broken oftentimes can be a good tool, but it also can be a disadvantage if that person, like you said, one, having a knowledge that they're broken, two, if they're not willing to get to a place of wholeness. Because a place of wholeness is not, ultimately people think that the place of wholeness is with another person, and it's not. The wholeness is within yourself, you and God, Him making you whole. And so for me, I think dating while broken could be advantageable, but you have to have some level of discernment and wisdom while dating. The wisdom is knowing that you're broken and recognizing that this person is not the person that you were in the broken state with. And then
here we go.
And then the discernment part is that you went to God in prayer and you asked God for certain things. You made your petition known. So now you have to have faith in your petition, not in the position. And I think sometimes people get caught up in the position, and you allow people in your life that are not ordained to be in your life. And so that's why you have to be wise, and you have to have discernment in your dating process when you have been broken.
Wow.
I'm just
Okay. I want to touch on broken for a minute, but I want you to explain what you said again about broken. You said when people think of something or someone being broken, they think of it being unusable.
Right.
Yeah. That is so profound. But here's what I want to say about broken. so we're going to talk about the Far East, China, Japan, this Far East, Thailand, Far East countries. They have something that's valuable. So imagine with me, you're holding a China teacup. This teacup is alone worth, $1,000. And you happen to drop it, it hits the table, and then it hits the carpet. But when it hits the table, a huge piece of it breaks off. So now you got two pieces. This $1,000 teacup, you got the rest of it, and then you got this one piece that's broke off. In the foreign countries, what they do is they will actually solder it back together. But instead of using lead, they will use gold. You see, here in America, we tend to throw people away, or we throw things away. But you can never throw anybody away, because you never know what God wants to do with them. And you never know what He is doing through the situation that He's putting them through. So when you have the China cup that's broken, and now it's soldered back with gold, it's now worth more than that $1,000. And guess what? That's how God sees you. So when you're in a spot where you know that you're broken, you acknowledge that you're broken, and you're actually willing to say, I'm broken, but I want to be healed. It's at that point that God can say, okay, He now puts you back together, but He puts you back together with an anointing. So now you're more valuable to God than you were before you were broken. So that same $1,000 teacup is now worth $1,500.
And it doesn't change the value, because they added value when they put gold into the teacup.
It doesn't decrease the value,
right?
Actually. Yep. Right.
And so oftentimes people have to know the difference between someone that's broken and someone that's destroyed. When something's destroyed, that means it has no life. It's dead. It can't be recovered. It can't be repaired. But when you are broken, you're a human being and you're broken, you can be repaired. You can be restored. Okay? Something that's destroyed, you toss it. You're done with it. It has no value. It's not of any good. But when you're broken, there's a state in your broken process that will get you to a place of repairing and recovering and restoration and restoring you back to your original state. And I think sometimes people don't think that, because they don't have the heart and mind that person will be back to their original state. Now, and when I say original state, which means the original state of being open to dating, open to marriage, open to oneness and covenant, you got to be open to that. You can't just say, I want to get married because I want to get back at that person, or I want to get married because I want to replace love for broken love or lost love. No, you have to be able to understand that you're loving again. You're not trying to replace anything, because you don't want to replace what you had, because obviously that wasn't good, okay, or it wasn't for you. So you want to get to a place that you can love again, but love in a different state of mind, and love with a different type of attitude, a different motive, a different perspective, and different experience in a different environment.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's good. And I'll be interested to know what you guys think. So put your questions or comments in the comment section.
Yes.
So we can check it out to see, what you guys are thinking. But I think this is a really interesting topic. You might have to carry this on to part 2.
Yeah, we definitely gonna have to carry it on to part 2. So again, we're building our page. So we want you to comment, like, and subscribe. We want you to tell people about love again. Jackson's uploading 2024. We are going to be tying the knot this year. So we want to make sure that you guys know that you can have Christian dating. You can get to a place where you both have been married, you're divorced, but now you're in a position and a place to understand that there wasn't mistakes, there were lesson learned, and there was a stage and a season in your life that God had took you through for you to get to the place where you are now. Now, we're not a perfect couple, but I guarantee you this, our heart and the Spirit of God that's in us, and us focusing on the kingdom, we realize that we are perfect for God. And being perfect for God, we're saying that we're striving to be in His face. We're striving to worship Him. We're striving to be in His presence. We're striving to work in the call that we have. Now, we're not perfect. Again, I want to reiterate, we're not perfect. We're saying we're in a perfect mindset to serve God. We're in a perfect mindset to know who our Creator is and who we need to serve. So we gave up everything for the one thing, and that one thing is God. That's what our perfect is. We have a perfect understanding on who we serve. And because of that, He's brought us together. And He's made this divine connection. And listen, you got to understand, know the difference between something that's ordained and something that you are allowed. Okay? What you got to say?
That's it. Thank you again for joining us. We look forward to the next time. So, in the meantime, in between time,
take your time.
That it can be another time that we meet again.
All right. Love y'all. Bye.